CCSC page number 12. Speed 100 word per minute. Start. Section 173 and 272. Requirement of supply of translated version of charge sheet and documents. Non-supply of translation of charge sheet and other documents to accused. If accused is appearing in person and wants to defend himself without opting for legal aid, perhaps there may be requirement of supplying translated version of charge sheet and documents are relevant parts thereof concerning said accused to him. It is subject to accused satisfying court that he is unable to understand language in which charge sheet is submitted. When accused is represented by an advocate who fully understands the language of final report or charge sheet, there will not be any requirement of furnishing translations to the accused, as the advocate can explain the contents of charge sheet to the accused. If both accused and his advocate are not conversant with language in which charge sheet has been filed, then question of providing translation may arise. Courts can always direct in such cases to provide translated version of charge sheet. In instant case, first respondent accused was educated person having knowledge of English language. Moreover, his advocate was conversant with English language. Hence, it cannot be said that non-supply of translation of charge sheet and other documents to accused will occasion failure of justice. Section 227 and 228. Discharge. Charge sheet against respondent that respondent may misuse of his power while discharging his duties as sub-inspector of police station and based on corrupt practices, purchased assets disproportionate to his known source of income. Contending that charge sheet material does not disclose commission of offence alleged, respondent pleaded in his application under section 227 read with section 228 for being discharged. Trial court dismissed said application, High Court accepting plea of respondent, which was virtually by way of defense discharged the respondent, held it would not be necessary to dwell into pros and cons of the matter by examining the defense of the accused when application for discharge is filed. Defense of accused is not to be looked into at the stage when the accused seeks to be discharged. High Court committed error in interfering with well-reasoned order passed by the trial court, impugned judgment and order of High Court passed in its revisional jurisdiction set aside. Trial court directed to proceed with the trial and conclude the trial expeditiously, preferably within a period of 1 year. Stop next. Section 227 and 239. Discharge. At the stage of considering application for discharge, court must proceed on the assumption that the material which brought on record by prosecution is true. It is not necessary for the court to enter into pros and cons of the matter or into weighing and balancing of evidence and probabilities which is really the function of the court after the trial starts. Interference of the court at the stage of considering application for discharge is required only if there is strong reasons to hold that in case the trial is allowed to proceed, the same would amount to abuse of process of the court. Stop next. Sections 227 and 239. Discharge. Murder case. Trial court dismissed. Application for discharge filed by the respondent numbers 2 and 1 and 2. High Court set aside order of trial court and discharged respondent numbers 1 and 2. Despite material on record, High Court could not have opined that case was not made out even for framing of charge, for which only prima facie case is to be seen. It is evident that High Court not even referred to evidence collected by investigating agency produced along with charge sheet in its entirety. Rather, there is selective reference to the statements of some of the persons recorded during investigation. Clear case of total non-application of mind. High Court exercise its jurisdiction in considering discharge application in a manner which is not vested in it to scuttle SCUTTLE the trial of a heinous crime. Impugned order of High Court set aside. Stop.